everybody and welcome to Aqua Dream. Here I'm sharing with you how to make a tiny nano ball aquariums with no filter and stable ecosystem. Also how to make low-tech budget aquariums and how to make high-tech aquariums with CO2 injection. And in today's project I want to make another ball round aquarium. Why do I like ball aquariums? First of all, it is very budget. Secondly, I think round sphere shape is perfect for scaping, for hardscape. I don't know why, but in round aquariums I like the scape more because it looks more natural than in rectangular shape aquariums. Number 3, it is very low budget and you don't need expensive equipment to take care of it. It works without filter, without CO2 injection. You don't need fertilizer for that aquarium, but you have to take very good care of it, regular care every week, to keep this aquarium healthy and beautiful. I have some examples of my ball aquariums which are already 2 or more years old and they are still beautiful. You often ask how is it possible that aquarium works without filtration? Well, it is possible. With a small ecosystem it is possible, but the most important thing is that you have to establish the biological filtration, which is bacteria, beneficial bacteria in your tank that will clean your aquarium and clean your water. Plus, it is also very important to have as many plants in your nano tank as possible. The tanks will also clean up your aquarium and supply it with oxygen. So let's go and see our new empty yet aquarium. Here you go. This is our aquarium today. It is 30 centimeters in diameter and 25 centimeters tall. Exactly the same size as my last ball aquarium here. This is the neighbor aquarium. Who haven't watched that video of this setup, you can find it on my channel. And as you can see, it developed so much and still so beautiful. All the Bucephalandra and Cryptocoryne and Nano are thriving, growing very well. The moss on the wood is so nice. I have some tetra. There is one looking at you right now. And I also have yellow shrimp there, somewhere there. And I decided to have exactly the same size ball aquarium right next to that one. The reason why I decided to make another ball aquarium, not only because I love them, but also because from my last project, as you remember, my last project of 30 centimeters cube tank with CO2, I first bought this lamp with the stand, with the wooden stand, and I thought it will be enough for the cube tank, but it wasn't, because it is very spotty light. So it is very suitable for the ball tank, but not suitable for cube tanks, in my opinion. So I exchanged that light, and since I had this light available, this one, by the way, for 12 watt, which is the highest, and I never had 12 watt lamp like this. Maximum I had for my biggest ball aquariums is 9 watt, but 12 I never bought before. So it's a little bit more than needed for this size of the ball, but I think it should be fine. No algae issues, I hope, because I will use the plenty amount of plants, which is very important. So the scape today will be very simple. I will keep it simple. I got a little amount of plants, but from my experience, what I've noticed is that if you want your low-tech aquarium or nano aquarium keep all the time healthy and don't have algae issues, then you have to have some plant species that grow fast and grow very well without CO2 injection. These plants are, for example, Hemianthus Pearl Weed, very nice plant, and the best plant for this is Cryptocoryne. Any species of Cryptocoryne is a must plant in your low-tech aquarium. Remember that. So for this setup today, I got some Cryptocoryne Wendtii. For this, I will keep it simple. I got a few pots of Bucephalandra. So I want to make, for the first time, I never had that scape for the ball tank before. So I want to make an island scape. Everything will be in the middle, in the center of the bowl. So it will be covered, it will be surrounded by some rocks. What type of rocks I will use today, I still haven't decided. I will see what I have today. And so the rocks will be around like this. In the center there will be the first layer for the bacteria, as always. and then soil, 2 layers of different soils, and then all of this I will cover with the sand, I think. And I will plant Cryptocoryne, I will plant the Bucephalandra on the rocks. Everything, all the scape will be around it like an island, so it will be very bushy and greeny, only the center. And as a background, as stem plant, I'm going to use, and I didn't buy stem plant, so I'm going to just cut my pearl weed, which I added already to many tanks because it's growing very well from in my one bowl aquarium. So I always cut it once a month, and I plant it to other my tanks. And in my other tanks, this pearl weed also grew very well. So I have something to cut, and I will plant it to that aquarium. So the scape will be, I think, very beautiful. And also the most important part is that I'm going to use the driftwood, and from that center it will be glued to the rocks, and these small pieces of wood will be, and these small pieces of wood will come out like this from the center. So it should be very beautiful. I wanted to buy some moss, my favorite moss, Ficinius fantanus, but I didn't find this moss, so I'm going to just cut a little bit from that neighbor bowl to this one. Also, as you can see, this teeny tiny bowl is still there and it's still empty. I still haven't made it, and I wanted to make it today, but I wanted to find the same soil, same fine soil as I used for this bowl. I really liked that Japanese soil. I don't remember the name, but it's very fine fractions, which is so suitable for nano aquariums. But again, today I didn't find that soil, so I got a regular one with bigger fractions, and I'm going to use it for that new scape. And I cannot use it for this scape because it's too small. So when I get that fine substrate, I'm going to set up that teeny tiny aquarium bowl. Also, you often ask me about this light. So this light you can find in the description of this video. You can find the links from AliExpress, you can order it. So go to the description of this video and do your shopping. And for today's setup, as I said, I will use the small pieces of wood, but because I couldn't find it separately, small pieces, I got that huge piece, beautiful piece of wood for a big tank. But I'm just going to cut it small pieces, and I'm going to create beautiful hardscape with the rocks and these small pieces of wood. So for the plants, I'm going to use the Bucephalandra like this. It's a little bit browny one. And I also got another species of Bucephalandra. It's more green color. I don't remember the exact name of the species. There are so many of them. So I'm going to use some of them. This time I didn't get Anubias. I'm not going to use it. Cryptocoryne Wendtii. And that's all. That's all the plants I have. And I will cut the Hemianthus Pearl Weed from another tank, and that's all for today. So let's get started. For the first layer, as always, I'm going to use the river pebbles, or I don't remember if I have them left, or sometimes I use lava rock, fine fractions of lava rock. So I think I have lava rock or river pebbles are also fine, as long as it is small for your nano tank. So I'm going to clean it now and apply as the first layer here. Okay, so I got a small lava rock like this, so let's apply it. For the second layer, I'm going to use the local brand soil like this in granules. Like these granules. It is nutritious soil. I usually use this soil together with the normal aquarium soil. Next layer, I will cover this with regular aquarium soil. I usually use different brands, whatever is available on the market on the day I buy everything for the aquarium. So I never use very expensive soils of expensive brands. I use just budget brands, Chinese or also Japanese. So today I got the Japanese brand, it's called Master Soil. I think it's good. I think they all work very well. I don't have any issues and I don't see much difference between them. The substrate is ready, all the nutrition for plants growth is ready. Now it's time for the hardscape. So I need small rocks. I don't know what I have now. I will look for small rocks now and I will see what type of rocks I'm going to use today. And I'm going to cut these small pieces of wood and glue them together to create a beautiful hardscape with the rocks like island and the wood going out like this, going up. Okay, I got some rocks. Let's try to put them there and arrange, and then try to arrange the wood and see how it goes. If it looks nice, then I will glue it. So I'm gonna use these river rocks because I haven't used them for a long time for my ball tanks. So let's see. Guys, so that's what we have. I don't have any more rocks like this. I have some other river rocks, but they're different color, so they're not suitable for that. I want them to be all a similar color. So it would be nice to make it higher, but I remember that this glass will also magnify, make bigger everything, all the scape when I fill up with water. So these rocks look small now, but after filling up water it will look bigger. So now I need to find a small rock or a lava rock, and I'm going to stick the wood to that rock and put it in the center. So guys, what I did, I found the plant pot like this, empty plant pot. I got these small pieces of wood and I just placed them inside that plant pot and I glue it together with wood and the plant pot. And that's how it looks like. I think it's cool. And it was very simple to do. So let's place it inside like this. So I'm going to also fill up this plant pot inside with the soil for extra strength, so the wood won't float. Yeah, that's how it is. Wow, I think it looks so nice. Wow, very nice. Yeah, I think, and the plant pot, you will not see it, so it will be covered by plants. Hopefully you can see it, but let's try to put this plant pot deeper inside the soil. I'm going to make a hole like this, deeper. Try to put it deeper like this. Yeah, I think it looks cool. Very nice. And so all the area around will be covered by plants. Cryptocoryne, Bucephalandra and Pearl Weed. So all will be covered like that. Maybe I should move a little bit plant pot like this, so I can clean the glass in the future, the front glass, so I can easily move my hand here. Alright, that's all. Yeah, I will fill up the plant pot with the soil, so I will plant some pearl weed also inside that tiny plant pot. Alright, so the next step, I'm going to cover everything with the sand, and the sand will be the same color as the rocks, like a yellowy sand, and I'm going to decorate everything with small river pebbles. Will make it look natural, and after that we are going to do planting. So I've chosen the sand almost white, like rocks, like this. You can see it's a very light color, so let's do it. I got a mix of different pebbles, small and big together mixed, and I'm going to apply them on the sand near the rocks everywhere to make the look more natural. Wow guys, I think it's turning out so nice, amazing, stunning. Wow. Always, every time I do the new project, I never expect the result, and every time the result is like shocking. Wow. Let's look closely. Alright guys, so Hardscape is ready, and every time I do the Hardscape, after the Hardscape is done, every time I want to leave it just like that, because Hardscape is already looks so amazing without plants. But plants are important, especially for nano aquariums. As many plants as possible should be in your nano tanks. So plants are essential for keeping the ecosystem healthy and stable. Alright, now I'm going to spray everything and start planting. Actually guys, I'm going to fill up with water 1 to 2 centimeters. That will be easier to plant Cryptocoryne, because Cryptocoryne usually has a lot of roots and they are big. So, and since I'm using sand, it's not very easy to plant just with dry sand. So guys, the plants are ready. Cryptocoryne Wendtii, Bucephalandra, 2 types. I think that will be more than enough. If I have some leftovers, I always have space for them in my other aquariums, because I have lots of them. There's always some space for leftovers, because I don't have still, I don't know why I still don't have the tank for leftover plants and just for keeping plants. So I have to use them as soon as possible for other plants, otherwise I will waste my money and they will just die. Alright, planting, the most interesting part. Let's go. So Cryptocoryne is ready, and look, Bucephalandra is also ready. So I got a piece of lava rock and I glue it from all the sides, and I got this big beautiful poofy bush of one type of Bucephalandra. You can see it's greeny, and another one is more browny, like that. So one will be on that side here in the front, and another one is there. I think I'm gonna use a little bit more of Cryptocoryne to that corner here. It looks empty. Even it will grow after some time, but anyway, I wanna look at more greeny already now. So right here, I'm gonna plant it right in between here, yeah. And now I'm going to use a little bit more sand and cover Cryptocoryne with more sand to be sure that the roots are not open, that they're all covered with the sand. Guys, so the last plant we're going to plant is pearl weed, and I'm going to take that pearl weed from this low-tech tank. As you remember, I updated that tank long ago, 1 year or more ago, because it had Echinodorus as a background plant and I didn't like it, so I replaced it with Nano, if you remember. I had that video, but my mistake is that I didn't add a new substrate, a fresh soil, because the old substrate didn't have any nutrients anymore. So I planted that Nano into the old substrate. So it grew very well for like a year, but then it stopped growing and it didn't look nice. So I replaced it with pearl weed, and pearl weed is always grow well, and I added new soil because I didn't want to change the whole scape. I like that hardscape, so I just wanted to change the background plant, and I also added this Cryptocoryne there, and it looks so nice. So now I'm so satisfied with that scape, and I think it will last for another year or two. Let's see. For now it looks very nice, and as you can see, the pearl weed grew very well and very high, so I can cut it in half, and all of that cuttings I'm going to use for the new scape today. Let's go. But before I plant the pearl weed, I'm going to fill up the tank like 80% with water, so it will be easier to plant stem plants. Alright guys, so we finished the planting, and so you can't really see everything now because the water is quite cloudy for now. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some more pebbles here because you can see the roots of Bucephalandra, and you can see this lava rock which I don't like. And I'm going to withdraw 100% of water again. I will take off all the cloudiness and pieces of plants, and then I will fill up with water again 100%. I will add bacteria and water conditioner as always, and I'm going to add some floating plants as well. They will help to take all the excess nutrients from water as well. They help for the new tank very well. And I'm going to wait for a few days once water is crystal clear, and yeah, and we will see the final video. I will also go tomorrow to the fish store and I will get some 5 or 10 Neritin snails, as always, as first tenants for the new tank. They will help to clean up, and some of the plants they will start adapting to new environment. So some of the leaves of Cryptocoryne will melt, so snails will help to remove that. And also I will change water every day for 5 days. I will change 50% every day. I will add bacteria and water conditioner every time I change water. Then I will start changing water every 2 days, and so on until the tank is ready, and then you can just change water once a week. To see the exact maintenance of the new tank, how I take care of it, you can see in the description of the video. Alright guys, that's all for today. If you liked my new Nano tank, if you like this project and this video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, also subscribe to my Instagram page and my TikTok page. I also completed a list of equipment I personally use for my tanks. You can also order this equipment from AliExpress to your country. And you can find this light for these nano tanks as well there. So do your shopping, go down to the link in the description of the video. How to take care of your new aquarium, of your new low-tech or nano aquarium. You can also find this information in the description below. And I'll see you again in my new project. Goodbye.